Thank you for joining us tonight. We have head coach Saul Phillips and student athlete junior Mason Stark from Northern State. The Wolves have won their fourth straight NSIC Sanford Health basketball tournament after a 78-57 win over MSU Moorhead tonight. We'll start off with an opening statement from head coach Saul Phillips. If you have any questions, please type them into the chat. Coach?
Just really proud of this group of guys, and for those that have been part of four of them and or three or whatever it may be, that's a hard thing to do as a program. And I would say that this Moorhead team that whipped us pretty good a couple weeks ago gave a really good fight. We might play them again. I think they're as good as anybody in our region. But boy, our guys weren't going to be denied tonight. They took this one. They took it.
Question from the chat here for you, Coach. Describe the energy Parker Fox had early in the game on both ends to seem to fuel the team early.
Parker has that energy on Monday in a practice when no one else is in the gym. Parker comes with energy. But yeah, absolutely. He's our swagger. He's our swagger, and we had plenty of it today. But flying all over like he did, he had a rough one last time we played against Moorhead, and I'm sure that was bothering him. So I told our guys before the game, I feel very, very confident for one reason and one reason only. I've seen you guys respond in big moments before, and I really feel you're going to do that tonight. So they did.
On the way up here, Coach, you said that you put together a first full half of basketball. Talk a little bit about that. I mean, you got out to an early lead in that first half. What was that conversation like to be getting back in? Because you knew that it was going to be a battle either way, but having that big lead in the first half.
Yeah, no, listen, it's hard to push back from that amount. You know, if you're the other team. I told our guys, really, we're the only ones that can take this from us right now. We just need to go out and play like us. I wanted to see another half just like the first one, but that's really hard to do against a good Moorhead team. Handled ourselves. We took care of our business, and we got all kinds of trophies to take back. Mason's MVP, and the all conference team, but most importantly the big one that's going to go right next to the other one in my office.
Question for Mason here. How complete was your first half?
I thought our first half as a team was amazing. I think that's the best first half of basketball that we played all year, and we really needed that. Like I said last night, if we come out with energy, then we're going to be able to give ourselves an opportunity to win, and that's what we did tonight. So we played really well, but individually, I mean, I was just hitting open shots, and shout out to my teammates for finding me.
He's pretty modest. He made some pretty good plays on his own too.
Mason, we kind of talked about this yesterday a little bit too, but getting that four-peat, what does that feel like as a student athlete, getting back here at your fourth straight here at the NSIC tournament? It's really a surreal feeling to think that I'd ever be in this position. I'd be wrong. I never would have guessed it. And I'm just incredibly blessed to be in this position with this amazing team. It's just been an amazing 4 years, and I couldn't ask for anything better. So it's just a great feeling to have. Coach, I would ask, kind of give your perspective on that as well. I mean, just as a coach, being with this such a great group, I know you've talked about that multiple times here in our interviews, but just talk about that experience, getting that four straight.
Well, the reason you get into this is to watch young men succeed, and your job's made easier when you got a lot of high quality character. Plus, they happen to be really good basketball players in the locker room, and that was intact when I got here. They police each other. They look after each other. They take care of each other. They make each other better. And nothing makes me feel better as a coach than to watch them succeed. And you know what? I want to succeed some more. Mace wants to succeed some more. As a coach, you need to learn to value the moments with the particular group you have right now. Because regardless of what happens, we know Rocco's not coming. Regardless of what happens, we'll never have this special moment with this special group exactly like this. And it has been really easy to be thankful, grateful, appreciative of the opportunity to be around these group of young men. in a year where everything was kind of off and miserable, they made it a lot of fun. And I mean, the obstacles overcome to win this championship, both regular season and conference, are different than anything they've ever faced, and hopefully we'll ever have to face again. And boy, it took a tough-minded group of guys to get here. And like I say, we're not done yet. We're not ready to put balls away yet for the spring anyway.
Question for both of you too. So coach, you kind of touched base on it, but automatic bid to the NCAA tournament now. What are preparations like for you guys? You got a little bit of leeway time between now and those regionals starting, but what are those preparations and getting ready for that next opponent?
Sleep, right away, a lot of sleep. Listen, we don't know who we're going to be playing yet, but certainly it would behoove us to maybe take a peek at Northwest Missouri State because they seem to be pretty good. But there is a part of it that we need to take advantage of. And I had this when I was at North Dakota State in the Summit League. We had a similar layoff that week, and some coaches didn't like the fact that we had time off. I always thought it was great to be able to regroup, get your bodies right. That will be a component of it, but there will be plenty to work on. We certainly weren't foolproof. I think we could probably work on our press break a little bit. But honestly, 3/4 of it is getting your minds and bodies right for the next step, which is going to be the toughest step that we faced so far. And I couldn't be more excited to face it with this group of guys.
Yeah, like Saul said, the biggest thing is obviously rest. We need it. We had a long 3 or 4 days. And so just get that rest in. But most importantly for us, I think we need to not worry about who we're playing. We need to just play hard in practice and get ready for whoever we play, whoever that is, and not worry about who it is. And if we can do that and bring energy, then I think I can say confidently that we can beat anyone in the nation. But as long as we bring that energy and have that confidence.
Awesome. Question for you, Mason, from the chat. What affected the loss to Moorhead a week ago have on this game and the team heading into the tournament?
I mean, that did have a big factor. It left a sour taste in our mouth, and we really wanted to get this win for momentum going into the regional tournament. So that was a big, huge win for us. So I'm excited we were able to do that tonight.
We'll come back to you, Coach. What does it mean going into to host the regional?
Oh, it's huge. Absolutely huge. And an honor that there's been a lot of great teams here that didn't get the chance to do that. Just in a year like this, to not have to travel. I mean, let's just, yay, we can stay home. We're not on a bus with goofy masks and eating, half of us in a Subway shop and half of us outside a Subway shop. And forget it. It's done. It's over for now. We'd like to travel one more time. But no, I think obviously the bid process was a little bit different this year, but I think you'd also have a hard time making an argument that we're not a worthy team to be hosting at 17-1, or what are we? 18-1. That wasn't good at bad. So yeah, no, super excited. Aberdeen's such a great basketball town. I know there's a big buzz about it already, and yeah, we're going to enjoy every second of it. So soak up every second of it and write another page in history. And it's going to be written one way or the other. It's our job to make sure that it's a happy piece of history.
Mason, I'd like to ask you the same question. We might have some similarities, but as a student athlete, a junior, being able to play the NCAA regional at your own house.
Yeah, I mean, I think all of us as a team and as coaches, we're so excited to play in front of our fans just because we have the best fans in, D2. And to be able to play in front of them is a huge home court advantage, but it's also a blessing to just play in front of those people that have been supporting us all year long, for decades long, so we're a great feeling to be able to play in front of them.
Well, Coach, Mason, thank you both for joining us again. We appreciate it. Congratulations on the win, and good luck in the NCAA tournament.
Thank you.